So Kathy, you just hosted this awesome panel discussion with the founders of the Women's Fresh Perspectives Conference. What do you hope attendees gained from this?
Yeah, it was really, actually it was a privilege, first of all, to be able to moderate the panel with all of you. And my hope would be that the women here could take one or two nuggets from what these women shared and put it into their own style, behavior, leadership in a way that moves their businesses forward.
You know, we just think it's so amazing that you all came up with this concept and put it in motion and made it possible for all these women here today to be a part of. What does it mean to you to have accomplished that? Any takers?
Well, I think it's I think all of us have an enormous sense of pride in seeing what's come out of this conversation. And when we first met and talked about this idea, it was life-changing, and to see it be successful and continue to grow is a really a big sense of pride for myself, personally and professionally.
And I know we talked a lot in the in this last session about what it means to be a confident woman and confident in the work world. Why do you all think that's so important for women today?
Oh, here we go. Well, I think it's important because it's perception in your workplace, and how your male counterparts or your supervisor views you. Confidence is key. And even if you're feeling differently, exhibiting that confidence until you actually truly feel it. What is it? Make it, or fake it till you make it?
I think, too, confidence is a critical component that not everybody has initially. And so if you can see it modeled in a positive way from people who you admire or even just like, then confidence can be a learned attribute, and it will get you so much further in life.
Another important factor that you were talking about was core values and guiding principles. Why is that so important, and why is it vital for women to really take those into consideration?
I feel pretty strongly about this, actually, that women and men should know clearly what their core values are and what guides them day to day, and then to establish a set of guiding principles that you use to make decisions, either for your career or for the business, to be able to move it forward. Because honestly, without that, you're a bit of a ship without a rudder. And you can't be the biggest you can't have the most power, not egotistical power, but the opportunity to change the world and change the business if you're not grounded in core values and guiding principles. Huge opportunity for us to move the industry forward in that way.
Just add to that in order to create your own authentic self, you have to know who you are and those core values and what create your foundation. So if you're a young person in the industry just starting out and you're not sure who you are, start laying down those cornerstones, create that foundation of core values, and it will create the person who is authentically you as you move forward professionally.
Great advice, and that was the last thing I wanted to leave with is, what's the best piece of advice that you would offer young women entering into the industry, or just women who have already been in the industry and want to further their careers? What is the one thing that you would tell them that has helped you?
I would say number one is work hard. Don't be afraid. There's no job beneath you. Be willing to be a part of the team and jump in and find the problem and get it done.
Oh, I think we said it over and over again. It's the networking, and it started, as whenever you're young coming into the industry, or if you're seasoned, experienced but new to the produce industry, networking is really key.
My favorite piece of advice is to allow yourself to evolve and not be afraid of the changes that come, and to stay positive, because that's where all the good evolution comes in yourself and your career.
Find something that you love to do and a company that you love to work for.
And I would say, as a young person, align yourself with somebody in the company, somebody that you maybe report to, just keeping that connection. And we talked a lot about millennials and Gen X, or not a lot, but it came up. And so ignore those barriers. I feel like when we talk about it, it's barriers, and just ignore those. Find somebody that you connect with and keep that relationship, so that you have someone in the workplace as a young person to bounce things off of, and to, I don't know, maybe make yourself accountable to.
I would ask people to ask why. Be curious. Be the one who always questions things, not because you're going to be a pain in the butt, but because you want to know how to make it better. So be curious.
Definitely all great advice. I'm sorry, did you have one more thing?
Just one more thing. I would absolutely put your name on something. Take the opportunity to put your name on something, especially when you're a young leader. It can really make a difference to move, again, put your name on something that's going to move the business forward.
Definitely great advice. And on behalf of all the women in the produce industry, thank you, ladies, for putting this together and for being such inspiring people for us all to look up to, and all your hard work and dedication. And I know that all the women here really appreciate it. So you're wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.